Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm gonna show you how you can create a cross-stitch effect here in Adobe Illustrator. In the last video, I've shown you how you can create a knit pattern also in this program, Illustrator. If in case you have the Adobe Illustrator, it's a good idea to create some design, especially for Christmas holidays, something like knit pattern or cross-stitch pattern, something like that. And this is the design that I created a while ago. And the basic idea here is to create an X pattern, so it's easy for us to create our design. Alright, and of course it will take time if you do this one at a time, this letter X, by putting them in your design. So the easiest way would be creating a grid that to help us to create our design using the X pattern that we'll be doing first. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how you can create your own. So first, let's get a new document by pressing File, click on New, or press Control N on your keyboard. I usually start with the 1500 in width and also in height, both 1500 pixels, RGB, one artboard only. Click on Create. Right there. Now you can start right here, and I'm gonna start from here. This is my canvas actually. I hide the canvas, but it's the same width and height, 1500 pixels. Alright, so I'm gonna start with this. I hide my canvas by pressing Ctrl Shift and H. Alright, okay, so I'm gonna zoom in right here. Now, if you can follow along with me, because I'm gonna do it very slowly, and I'm not gonna do everything right here. I will just do sample design. All right, so let's do it. First, make sure that you set your grid. Press Ctrl K, and you will the preferences window will open up, and click on Guides and Grids. Right here, the grid line every 10 pixels. Alright, subdivision 1 only, and then just click on OK right there. So set up our grid first. Now go to View, and then you can show grid, and then you would see our grid right here. We have a 10 pixels grid. Okay, so this is where we are going to create our pattern. Now, get our rectangle tool, or press M on your keyboard, click once on the canvas, and then let's enter the 2.5 on width, and 10 pixels on height. Click on OK, right there. And while still selected, rotate this rectangle, and hold your Shift key. Right there. And now let's select these two and combine them. Open your Pathfinder and click on Unite, and it will become one object only. And now we can set it to a proper grid right there. Now let's rotate it. Let me go to View first, and then uncheck the Snap to Grid, so we can rotate it properly, at least something X, and then hold your Shift key to constrain the position of letter X right there. And then if we zoom in, it's not actually touching the grid. Alright, we can actually adjust that by going to Window, click on Transform, or Shift F8 right there, and you will have this. Okay, don't mind the X and Y. What we care about is the width and height. Okay, so we'll make it 10 pixels by 10 pixels, and press on Enter right there. As you can see, it touches the grid now. So that's what we want, right? And then we can zoom in, and right there, that's our pattern. So now you can open the swatches panel, and if it's not open yet, you can go to Window, Swatches. Alright, and then all you have to do is just click and drag. You can actually expand it first if you want to, and then click and drag right here, and it will be right there. Now you can change the color of this by double clicking on the swatches color right there, and then select this, change the color to something, maybe this color. No, that's too much. Maybe just it's brown. Alright, and then click on done right there, and we have an X pattern, and then it will be easy for us to create our design there, our cross stitch design. We can actually just remove this, and then all we have to do once make sure that you snap to grid is checked. Snap to grid. So every time you create a shape, for example, it will snap on the grid. See, right there. And then it's up to you how you can create your own pattern design. And of course, much better if you have different colors for this. And for example, you only have one pattern. What you have to do is just click on this new. While still selected, click on this new to duplicate that. Alright, and then I'm gonna name it 7. Click on OK, and then make sure there's no selected design. Click on the second on the duplicated color brown X pattern, double click on that, select this pattern, change the color to something gray. Alright, and then click on done right there. Oops, still it applies to this one, but anyway, you get the idea, right? So that's basically how easy to create this cross stitch effect in Adobe Illustrator. So I'm gonna create one just to show you a simple pattern. Let's say Christmas tree. Let me zoom in right here. I started with the longest shape. It should be decimal. It should be odd number. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So the reason for that is that we can get this top one grid right there, and then I'm gonna do more, and finally on top, and then just like that. Alright, very simple. And then we can select this design and then change to different colors of the different patterns. Alright, quite simple, isn't it? And then I'm gonna select this maybe this color. Alright, and then to remove the grid, you can go to view. The height grid is the control, and then this quotation marked. Alright, control quotation marked, just like that. Alright, and then I want to see, guys, your design. I want to see some of your cross stitch design in the gallery of this class. Alright, just post any questions that you have in the discussion board of this class, or any of your graphic designs, and I will try my best to check on your designs. Okay, and for the letters, I think the easiest one would be the letters. All you have to do is just for example, you can create your initials. I'm gonna say it's better if you have a font with the rectangular font, so easy to create. Let's say this one, maybe this one, and then all you have to do is just click on type, create outlines right there. Okay, and then create a new window, a new layer, I mean. Click on create new layer, put it right here. Once still selected, you would see right there, there's an icon of the blue. Click and drag on the new layer and it will go on to this layer. Alright, and then while still selected, go to opacity, make it at least 40 right there so you can see it, and then locked, and then open the grid again, and you can start creating your own pattern with these letters. Alright, it's not actually aligned, so I'm gonna make it aligned. To view, snap to is already on. Alright, and then it's up to you how you can create your design. And then I'm gonna start with the brown one. And that's it, guys. Just get your rectangle tool and then select the colors of the X pattern that you want, and then start building your cross stitch effect, cross stitch design. Okay, so I guess that's all for this video, and I can't wait to see some of your designs, and let me know if you have any questions. So that's all, and see you next time.